Curiosity Kingdom and hit the bell icon to get the updates of every video we make. Hello people and welcome back to the Curiosity Kingdom. Today we are going to have the inaugural video of our top 10 series, and today we are going to discuss the top 10 least known countries. This video is going to be really interesting. I am Athar Dubey, and don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to Curiosity Kingdom. Also, I would like to bring to you a really important notice that this is the last video of season 1 of Curiosity Kingdom. We will be resuming with season 2 soon. So the criteria and eligibilities are as follows. Number 1, the country should be a UN member. Number 2, my personal own experience means that how I came to know about it and my observation about how others know it. Number 3, country's location and its size because it affects its noticeability on map or globe. Number 3, events which can sometimes make a place known. And number 4, number of tourists and most importantly touristability of the country. So let's start with some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions in no particular order are Palau, Tuvalu, Nauru, Micronesia and Marshall Islands. These countries are put in this category because these countries are nowadays being talked about a lot because they were quite unknown earlier. This means that if you have watched even few videos on countries, you will know about them. This doesn't imply that all people know about it, but still many people are nowadays knowing about it. These countries are located in Pacific Ocean. As you can see in this map, this is Palau, this is the Federated State of Micronesia, these are the Marshall Islands, this is Nauru, and finally this is Tuvalu. So now let's begin with our list. At number 10. This country reminds me of a tongue twister, which is she sells seashells on the seashore. As this country is
Seychelles,
which is an archipelagic country in the Indian Ocean with the capital Victoria and located close to Madagascar. The word archipelago means a group of islands. It got independence from UK in 1976. It covers an area of 459 square kilometers with a population of 97,000 and a nominal GDP worth 1.5 billion US dollars, which is even less than the cost of Antilla, which is an Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani's house in Mumbai. There are a lot of scenic beaches, resorts and other natural places to visit in this archipelago. At number 9. We have the country of Eritrea. It is an East African country with the capital Asmara. Eritrea gained independence from Ethiopia in 1993. This country covers an area of 117,000 square kilometers with a population of 5.75 million and a nominal GDP worth 8 billion US dollars. The whole capital city, like the Indian city Jaipur, was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of the thousands of buildings constructed during the Italian rule. At number 8. We have Liechtenstein, which is a German-speaking microstate in Central Europe with the capital Vaduz. The microstate covers an area of 160 square kilometers with a population of 38,557 people and the nominal GDP was 5.1 billion US dollars, making it the country with one of the highest GDP per capita income, which is nothing but the total GDP divided by total population. Moving ahead, there are a lot of castles, museums, art galleries and other places to visit in this country. At number 7. We have Timor-Leste, also known as East Timor, which is a Southeast Asian country, with the capital Delhi, not Delhi, which is the capital of India. Also, there is no West Timor. The country is called East Timor because it is located on the Timor Islands east side. The western half belongs to Indonesia, from which they got independence in 2002, making it one of the newest UN members. The country covers an area of 15,000 square kilometers with a population of 1.18 million people and a GDP worth 3.1 billion US dollars. Timor-Leste is trying its best to improve its tourism sector. It has many wonderful beaches and islands to enjoy. At number 6. We have Eswatini, which was earlier known as Swaziland, which is a landlocked South African country with an executive capital Mbabane and a legislative capital Lobamba. The word landlocked means having no coastal borders. It is a real country and not an electronic country named Swatini, hence called Eswatini. Just kidding. It shares a border with South Africa and Mozambique. It covers an area of 17,364 square kilometers with a population of 1.13 million people and a GDP worth $4.6. This country has a wide variety of flora and fauna, hence has many national parks and reserves. You can also see some other places too. At number 5, we have Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is a Balkan country located in Europe with the capital of Sarajevo. Balkan country refers to a country located in the Balkan Peninsula. It covers an area of 51,129 square kilometers with a population of 3.51 million people and a GDP worth $21 billion. This country has a lush rolling hills, centuries-old ruins, historical sites, and towering waterfall pooling into jade green lakes, making it worth a visit. At number 4, we have Tonga, which is a sovereign archipelago country with 169 islands, of which only 36 are habited, and the capital of Nuku'alofa. It is located in Polynesia, which is a sub-region of Oceania, and Oceania refers to Australia and other islands near it. Tonga got independence from British as a protectorate in 1970. It covers an area of 748 square kilometers with a population of 100,000 people and a GDP worth $493 million. This country has a lot of scenic islands, beaches with white sand, coral reef, and lagoons, but traveling can be a bit tough because of lack of facilities. At number 3, we have St. Vincent and Grenadines. It is an Anglo-Caribbean country located on the eastern border of the Caribbean Sea, with the capital Kingstown. Anglo-Caribbean means a Caribbean country which was previously a part of British Caribbean territory. An example can be St. Kitts and Nevis and Trinidad and Tobago. It got independence in 1979 from the UK. It covers an area of 389 square kilometers and a population of 110,000 people and a GDP worth $864 million. This country has a lot of beaches, various types of gardens, churches, castles, and so on. Positioning the final two was very tough. Both of them were located in Africa and even both of them were quite close to each other. But after a lot of thoughts, we have at number 2, Sao Tome and Principe, which is a sovereign island country located in the Gulf of Guinea with the capital Sao Tome. It got independence from Portuguese rule in 1975. It covers an area of 1,001 square kilometers with a population of 211,000 and a GDP worth $355 million. This country has a beautiful churches, beaches, and parks to visit, but only 33,440 people visited the country. Finally, we come to the least known country of our list, so let's see which is it at number 1. We have the West African country of Togo, whose capital is Lome. The thin area resembling a disordered rectangle is Togo. It has a coast with Gulf of Guinea, in which Sao Tome and Principe is located. In 1960, it got independence from France. This country is quite unknown. Even when you search Togo in Google, it shows first about a dog Togo who ran 3,000 miles, and after it, the movie Togo, which was based on that dog. Moving ahead, it covers an area of 56,785 square kilometers and a population of 8.6 million people and a GDP worth $5.5 billion. This country has many interesting natural lakes, some museums, and cultural places to visit. And that's the end of the video. Hope you got to know about many new countries and you find this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to Curiosity Kingdom and give this video a thumbs up. And also, this is the last video of the first season of Curiosity Kingdom. We will be resuming with the second season soon. So stay tuned.